A mysterious alien landscape. Liftoff is achieved. Alright. Enough of the Aronofsky shots. I hear you screaming out loud. A bit too loud, unfortunately. Dear viewer, I appreciate you watching this and spending a few minutes staring at this ugly, ugly mug. Unshaven, disheveled, and quite thoroughly out of place and out of step with the times and the swing of things, it seems. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most mercy-giving. Guys, you don't have to believe in God, but you should believe in good. That should be my tagline, and therefore it is. Now, going forward, what we're going to be doing is playing some goddamn Nirvana, man. And I mean loud. Check. Distorted. Double check. Tuned down to D, man. Or should we put that in there with distorted? I'll let you be the judge of which of these beautiful, buxom ladies is the most beautiful. You know what? People think I'm a real... you know what? I was in the store. Seriously, guys. Seriously. I was in the store. The store. What store? Who cares? Probably wasn't the beer store, right? That's about all. I mean, it might have been Dollarama. It might have been Walmart. Something like this. Dollarama? Here you go. I don't mind propping them shits. Check this out. $2. Nice. There we go. Not $2. I just said $2. It's really $1.25, eh? $1.50. So you get all kinds of nice things from there. I'm really fat, eh? I just had so much pizza right now. Guys, that's the whole thing right there. Wallahu sari'ul hisab. God is... God's... Okay, it's a very interesting thing because the more you start thinking about something in the Quran, like an Arabic word, like in the Quran either, or something that one of our 14 infallibles said, peace be upon them all, you basically are left with an exercise wherein you are applying your judgment, but then opening it up to see what else comes in. See, and then you go deeper and deeper into the thing. All I'm trying to say is that when you try and really, when you try to translate the Quran is not possible in a sense. Because the more you go into the word, the more meanings are revealed. And then you're like, which category of these meanings is the one that's applicable in this context? It's this kind of thing. So it's really what my dad says, which is that, you know, there are people, and it's possible, or it is the case, that if you just spend your whole life, you could devote it to a single verse of the Quran. So, see, I'm unfortunately having to battle again with the Quran. Look at all these great art supplies I got from Dollarama. I've got to prop these guys, man. Smoke my cigarette and prop these guys. Coloring pencils, just like when you were a kid. I'm so excited about this stuff, man. Fluorescent paint. Fluorescent fucking paint. How can you not be a fucking artist? You're like, this guy's out of control. He's drawing all over the wall. I'll draw everywhere I want. I draw anywhere and everywhere, and I'll tell you something very interesting. Your life is essentially art. Everything that presents itself to you. So, you're given by God, or let's say it's a random occurrence. There's a canvas. There's a fucking canvas. It's called day. And you enter it. It's 3D. And you have... Guys, just think about what you have, man. Think about what you have. Taking anything for granted is the worst thing you can ever do. As soon as you take it for granted, it loses its importance in your mind. Guys, what's the point of living if things are not important? What is important? I mean, why do you have to think about that question even? If I ask what's important to me, I'll say right away things like principle and, you know, I'll edge ever closer towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala azza wa jal subuh kuddus rabbuna wa rabba malaikati wal anbiya wal mursalin wa aba'una al awwalin wal akhirin. Alright, listen, man. You want to listen to some music? That's why you clicked on this, because I'm thinking of naming this Nirvana, Naked Nirvana, Naked fucking Nirvana. That's how desperate I am. You know, I used to have a time so many months ago when people come to my YouTube channel and they're leaving pages of fucking commentary and I'm begging them to stop. I guess they listened. I guess they listened. I feel like so fucking humbled, man. I put out some thoughts on atheism and my beautiful atheist friends, they're so fucking intelligent, man. I mean, they're at a different level and I guess they realize that I realize this is the case or whatever. I have a guy who really spends some time and I get 5 cogent paragraphs that fucking blow my mind one after the other, like in steps. Guys, it's a beautiful thing, the world of the mind. I want to cry and I want you to be convinced that the case is that materialism is all crap. Because nothing outside of the skin, anything extending from here, like the space, the things in it, people, everything, all this shit is called the world. There's nothing there for you though. Do you understand this? World, like Imam Ali said, I mean, unfortunately, I'm Shia, what else am I going to do? But quote Imam Ali, peace be upon him, repeatedly. And rather voraciously, you might say. Guys, I'll turn this fucking thing on. Just give me 2 minutes, okay? It's only been what? You know, it takes me 5 minutes to introduce myself. It's zAiDiBoy, Samuel Reamer, Twitter. Reamer? See, this is the thing, guys. I'm going to forget all this stuff. You know what I do. By now, if you've been watching my videos, you know what I do. I call it Orange County Detective or OCD, but essentially it's called chasing the rabbit down the fucking hole. As per Journey to Islam, Carlos Castaneda. This is the words I don't want. And the funny fucking thing is, not even the warrior knows which hole the rabbit's going to pop out of. What does it all mean? Kullo en el manos de Dios. I miss my babe so much, and I know therefore she misses me. Prophet Muhammad, he said basically, I want to say peace be upon him and his family, but for some reason there's fucking people out there that bothers. I have to say fuck you, all of you. There's no chance. It's like Imam Ali, peace be upon him. He could not write Muhammad without writing Rasulullah after it. And the disbelievers were like, fuck, no. How can we sign a treaty that calls Muhammad the prophet? They were correct in their argument. Imam Ali just said, my hand doesn't want to write this stuff down. Prophet Muhammad said, you got to write it down. I don't even know what happened in the end. Prophet Muhammad didn't outwardly make an appearance of reading or writing, but it's stupid to say that he didn't, like, to treat him like he was ignorant or something. Like, people treat him so bad. Like, Sunnis, obviously, not Shias. Dude, for him, like, the only thing that can be said about him is that where your capacity ends, his begins. And that's a stupid way of putting it, and it's called words and labels and concepts. You can attach whatever's in your skull, whatever's going on in there. It needs some kind of validation somehow. Not needing that validation is called spirituality. That's what my beautiful atheist friends do. As I explained, I've started sending them links now to what I'm doing. They need to know what's going on. Because they've been vilified, persecuted, and fucked. Just fucking fucked as bad as Shias in many cases. Like, of course, if you look at something like heresy and being a heretic even today, it has very, very fucking negative and bad connotations. That's what your average atheist is labeled as. People don't understand. I'll explain it again. It's a very beautiful thing, and I essentially discovered it, and I put it out there in the video, and I hope it resonates with some of these guys, because they need to know what a great job they're doing. Guy like Hitchens, he's in fucking heaven right now. Nobody came in and explained things to him like the way I know it. If he knew what I knew, he'd be doing what I do. And if I knew what he knew, same thing. So then what? Now who the fuck is right? Nobody's right. How can he be right in given what I just said? If I knew what you knew, dear viewer, and if you know that some of these chicks on CP24 are so fucking hot, I gotta put on NiRVANA now. So, why does it have to be loud? Because that way I practice better. I don't know, fuck. Think up a reason, you email that shit to me, and I'll say that reason next time. Now what? Right, now what? I just turned off my convection oven for you fuckers. So, try and keep the guitar tuned. That's really key number one. If you're trying to play an instrument that's not tuned, I mean, you can do it whatever you want, and it does work out if you really make it. It's not, I mean, it sounds like heavy words and all this shit. It's not really like that. You'll just get acclimatized to playing a detuned guitar, and whoever is listening, if they're listening enough, they'll get acclimatized to hearing it. In fact, most audience don't really pick up mistakes. If you keep going and playing, and just keep going is the main thing. So I always start off by playing some Biohazard, and obviously nothing's working. Give me a second here, dear viewer.
nomination at the July convention. Donald Trump has won 3 out of 4 early nominating contests. If he sweeps most of the states, he could build a delicate lead that would be difficult for his rivals to overcome. Tonight at a rally in Georgia, he urged the crowd to focus on his politics and not the negative press about him.